Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about a simple but powerful truth. Don't tell people your problems. We live in a world where troubles come like waves upon the shore. They rise, they crash, and they seem unending. But hear me now. Running from person to person, telling them your burdens will not bring the peace you seek. In fact, it often does the opposite. It drains your strength and it burdens others who may already be carrying loads of their own. Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not saying you should walk alone. No, my friends, we were made for fellowship, for love, for encouragement. But there is only one who can truly understand the depths of your sorrow. Only one who can lift you up when the world has knocked you down. People will listen for a moment, but soon they will turn away, caught up in their own struggles. Some will pity you, some will judge you, and some will even use your pain against you. But there is a place where your burdens are always heard, a place where you are never turned away. That place is before the throne of God. Instead of running to man with your troubles, run to God. Pour out your heart before Him. The Word tells us, cast your burdens on the Lord, and He will sustain you. When you place your problems in His hands, He will give you strength. He will give you wisdom. He will give you peace that passes all understanding. So today I urge you, stop seeking sympathy from the world. Stop looking for answers in broken places. Take your troubles to the one who holds the universe in His hands. Trust Him, and you will find that even in the midst of your trials, you can stand strong, unshaken, filled with a peace that no man can take away. When we face struggles in life, our first instinct is often to share our problems with others. We hope that by doing so, we will find comfort, advice, or even a solution. However, more often than not, sharing our problems with people leads to unintended consequences, judgment, pity, or gossip. People are naturally inclined to form opinions. When you open up about your difficulties, you expose yourself to the risk of being judged. Some may see your struggles as a sign of weakness. They may assume that you are at fault for your problems, that you are not strong enough to handle them, or that you lack wisdom in dealing with life's challenges. Instead of offering genuine help, they may look down on you, thinking to themselves, if it were me, I would have handled it differently. This kind of judgment does not ease your burden. It only adds to your emotional weight. You begin to feel self-conscious, second-guessing yourself, wondering if you made a mistake in confiding in them. Then there are those who, instead of judging you, will pity you. While sympathy might seem comforting at first, it can quickly become suffocating. Some people will not see you as a strong individual overcoming a challenge, but as someone who is weak, helpless, or incapable of handling life. They may treat you differently, not because they want to support you, but because they now see you through the lens of your problem. They may start to speak to you in a condescending way or constantly bring up your struggle, making it harder for you to move forward. This kind of pity can make you feel stuck, like your identity is now tied to your problems rather than your strengths. Perhaps the most dangerous response to sharing your problems is gossip. Not everyone who listens to your struggles has your best interests at heart. Some people simply enjoy spreading news, whether true or exaggerated. They may not intend to harm you, but in their desire to share a story, they might twist your words, add their own opinions, or spread your personal matters to those who have no business knowing them. Before you know it, people you never even spoke to are aware of your struggles, forming opinions about you based on second-hand information. This can be incredibly painful, turning what should have been a private matter into public discussion. The more you tell people about your problems, the more you open yourself up to these risks. People can disappoint, misunderstand, or even betray you. Instead of finding peace, you may find yourself more burdened, more anxious, and more frustrated. What was once a personal struggle now becomes a source of social discomfort, forcing you to deal not only with the original problem, but also with the consequences of sharing it with the wrong people. This is not to say that you should never seek help or confide in anyone. There are times when wise counsel is needed, and trusted individuals can provide guidance and support. But you must be discerning. Not everyone who listens to you cares for you. Not everyone who offers advice has your best interest in mind. And not everyone who promises confidentiality will keep it. Instead of running to people at every moment of trouble, turn to God first. He does not judge unfairly. He does not pity in a way that weakens you. And he never gossips about your problems. He listens. He understands. And he provides solutions beyond human wisdom. When you place your trust in him, you will find peace, strength, and direction without the risks that come with relying on people. Be careful whom you share your burdens with. Not every ear that listens is a friendly one. Guard your heart, seek God first, and choose wisely whom you confide in. In doing so, you will find not only relief, but also the wisdom to navigate life's difficulties with grace and strength. Life is filled with challenges, and when we face difficulties, we often turn to others for support, expecting them to understand and help us through our struggles. However, one important truth that many overlook is that people have their own struggles, their own battles, and their own burdens to carry. As much as they may want to help, they may not truly understand what you are going through. And in many cases, they may not even be capable of offering the help you need. Every person you meet is dealing with something. Some are struggling with financial troubles, others with broken relationships, health issues, or emotional burdens they have never spoken about. They may appear to have everything together, but deep inside, they could be carrying unseen weights of their own. When you approach them with your struggles, they may listen, they may nod, they may offer words of encouragement, but deep down, they are still wrestling with their own difficulties. This makes it hard for them to truly focus on your problems or offer the kind of support you are looking for. Even when someone wants to help, their understanding is often limited. No two people experience pain in the same way. What may seem like a small problem to one person could be overwhelming to another. Sometimes when you share your struggles, people respond with statements like, "I've been through worse," or "That's nothing compared to what I've dealt with." Instead of feeling understood, you may feel dismissed or belittled. People rarely see the full picture of what you are experiencing, and because of that, they cannot truly grasp the depth of your pain. In many cases, even if someone understands what you are going through, they may not have the wisdom or ability to help. Advice from others often comes from their own experiences, but their solutions may not apply to your unique situation. People tend to give answers based on what worked for them. But just because something worked for one person does not mean it will work for another. You may pour out your heart to someone, hoping for guidance, only to receive advice that feels shallow, impractical, or completely unrelated to your situation. Instead of clarity, you may walk away feeling more confused than before. Sometimes people simply do not want to be burdened with the problems of others. It is not necessary because they are unkind, but because they are already overwhelmed by their own struggles. When you share your difficulties with someone who is already dealing with personal challenges, they may not have the emotional energy to offer you the support you need. You might notice them growing distant, avoiding deep conversations, or even changing the subject whenever you try to talk about your struggles. This can be hurtful, but it is a reminder that people are limited in how much they can carry. Not just their own burdens, but the burdens of others as well. Additionally, some individuals may listen to your problems, but instead of offering real help, they might use the information against you. There are those who take pleasure in hearing about the struggles of others, not out of concern, but out of curiosity or even amusement. They may pretend to care, but in reality, they have no intention of helping. Instead, they may spread your struggles as gossip, using your pain as a topic of discussion rather than treating it with the respect it deserves. This is why it is important to be selective about whom you confide in. Not everyone is equipped to help, and not everyone has the heart to genuinely care. Instead of relying on people to fully understand or fix your problems, turn to God.